Very welcome, folks, to Macaulay Park, Belfield. So I suppose a wet and windy Belfield is referee Eamon Furlong, the home man from the Rapparee Starlights Club, gets us underway. I'm joined by Padge Skinner-Walsh. We'll be in touch with you now, Padge, when we get this break and play ball straight away from the Galway men. A long journey down for both teams here to Belfield, and the weather is just about to start drying up. So if you're not at a legendary picnic here and you're watching here today, Padge, I suppose the main thing about we'd like to touch on is, you know, it's a big occasion, two teams, there's a lot of men, obviously it's an over 40s Masters competition. You know, it's been brilliant so far for everyone involved, and you know, how important I suppose is it for Limerick and Galway coming up here today?
Well, it just shows you the importance of it, Anthony. Like, they've come all the way up here. Like last year we went down to Bursley, like we had no home game last year. Wexford had no home game last year, and we had to drive to all the matches. But like, it's a big thing for all these lads to hurl with one another, and maybe hurl with fellas that they haven't hurled with before, you know, and that's what, as long as they're getting enjoyment out of it, that's what it's all about, you know.
There's two goalkeepers, one from John Chalk makes it all the way to the captain of the Galway team, Declan Malloy. And Declan was trying to G up the troops here before the game, and our homegrown referee, so we have to go easy on Eamon. Of course, Eamon will be joining me for the second match between Wexford and Tipperary in the All-Ireland final, and a chance here, I suppose, for Limerick to get their first score on board. Of course, it's great to see Eamon after progressing so much in the refereeing stakes as well. He was on the All-Ireland stages last year as well, Padge.
Yeah, he's after making great strides ahead, Anthony, you know, and he loves it too, you know, which is most important. Like, he's a big GAA man, and unfortunately he lost his father there earlier in the year, and Eamon is very much into the GAA and was a great clubman here as well. Like, so, you know, it's nice to see him going forward, following on from Dickie, you know.
Ian McNamara, number 23, in for we'll bring you the teams now shortly. We've had a few little hiccups this morning here with the weather, of course, and technology as it goes, but as I said, we hopefully see a few clear skies in the horizon, and hopefully they'll come. This time ball back out to number 29 is Daniel Hogan. Daniel Hogan registers the Limerick second point of the game. So that's number 29, Paddy McNamara, apologies, with his first score of the game. I seen McNamara at 1, and Paddy McNamara. Limerick men lead 2 scores to 0. Almost 2.5 minutes gone on the clock. Declan Malloy, Debbie Knockmoy man with a long poke out into the middle. Ball goes up there and broke between two Limerick men. There's a good few changes there, so we'll bring you the changes if we can shortly. Ball up here to Dermot Dunn. Dermot with a ball inside into the inside line. Number 13, Colin Connaughton. Of course, it's hard, of course, to see it in the weather is to see the numbers, but ball well controlled this time and has been tackled there. Ball ricochets out to Willie Mulrooney. Willie Mulrooney registers, I was going to say, the first score of the game for the Galway, but it's the first wide. So wide from Willie Mulrooney. Puck out this time coming from John Chalk, and the last one landed down in the top of the D, and I'm saying it's going to be going the same place, Podge. With a puck out like that, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, looking at the flag at the back of the goal, and he's blowing into the town side here, and there's a big wind here at the minute, you know. Ball
breaks out to Damien O'Brien. Rahoon Newcastle man pops the ball out to his centre back, Mike Broderick. Capitagle, a famous club in Galway. Well caught there in the middle of the field by number 29, Daniel Hogan. He drills a low ball inside. Popped out to his cornerback. A lot of number changes on the teams, which is not great for the commentators, but two midfielders battling there, Declan McAvoy and Liam O'Sullivan. Ball comes out to Willie Mulrooney again. Willie's had the first wide, and unfortunately he's had the second wide. It's 2 wides for the Galway men. Puck out coming from John Chalk. Again, this is going to land down on the opposite 45 or inside the D. Ball spills. Ball picked up by Niall Collins. Niall Collins, no free there. It is a free there, says the referee. I was about to say no free, says the referee. Little push in the back. Limerick will be happy enough with their star Podge. Their chance now to go 3 points up, and Galway after missing the last 2 chances.
Yeah, and they need to have a few scores now, because there's a good wind blowing into the town goal here, you know. It's probably a 6 or 7 point wind, you know. EAMON has to bring the ball forward here now to make it handier.
Number 23, Gary Green. Apologies, Ian McNamara with his chance to register his second score today. Gary goes through his routine, lift, strike, and Gets the second score today, and Limerick lead 3 points to no score. Nearly 5 minutes gone this first half. Puck out this time from Declan Malloy. Declan is probably like all clever goalkeepers, just slow it down into the breeze.
No hurry.
See number 3 there for Limerick sitting back, Seamus Barry. Short poke out this time. Is it a day for the short poke out, I suppose? Ball in from Niall Collins in towards number 12, Mike McKenna, and probably a tricky day to be going short in the puck outs, Podge.
Yeah, but he hasn't much choice. The cornerback was turned over and a point comes off it. You know, that's the risk you take, isn't it?
Absolutely, and Limerick open up a 4 point and no score lead. It's great to see families all after travelling all the way up from Galway and Limerick here to support their partners and siblings and children, I suppose. It is the Masters. They all are 40 years and over, even though they're not moving like 40-year-old men out there now. They're moving fairly well for everyone that's in that bracket. Paul scooped out here towards Adrian Garvey. Adrian Garvey picks that up lovely on the left-hand side. Great strike off the left-hand side by Adrian Garvey. And Limerick starting to show their class, Podge. And I suppose from a Wexford point of view, you played both of these teams, and how did you fare out in both games?
Yeah, we played Galway just outside of Offaly there, and we played Limerick up here, like, and so we won easy in the 2 games, like. But sure, look at today's another is another step up, you know.
Well, the form is good if you're after beating this Limerick team well. Long ball in there and gathered really well by Ed Kiley. Ed Kiley out towards Liam O'Sullivan. He drills a low ball in there. First man out to the ball is the full back, Joe Kennedy from the Moycullen club. On the ground as the shouts from the line, and it's great to see the competition, and no free there, says Eamon, and it doesn't seem to be a free there. Yeah, looks like good refereeing there, Podge. I didn't see a free there. You're having a right smile on your mouth. Maybe it's one of the frees you don't get when you're 5-0 up.
Yeah, and if it was Eamon himself, I'd say he'd be looking for a free. You know, he'd be rolling around the floor like.
Lovely little dummy back inside there by Noel Qualter. Noel pops it in to number 29, Daniel Hogan. Daniel Hogan chanced to register the first score of the game, and that is the first score of the game for the Galway men. An important score, Padge, for a team when you're 5-0 down.
Yeah, but number 12 for Galway has been their main man all year. Mike McKenna is over on the far side. He threw in that ball there, but a good score for Galway and gets him on the board, you know.
This time John Chalk, I was going to call him Charlie Chalk, but that's a different fella altogether. John puts the ball out to the Paddy the Plaster, yeah. Centre back gets his advantage, Mike Broderick. I wonder is he any relation to the famous Kevin Broderick? No advantage accrues from it, so. Mike will have a free from his own 45. Looks short into the middle. He sees this man again, Noel Qualter. This time he just gets a follow through in the back of the hand there from Mike Keane. And the Galway team, of course, Declan Malloy, Seamus Kine, Joe Kennedy, Conor Crotty, Darren McConnell-Mayer, Mike Broderick, Paul Power, Damien O'Brien, Dylan McAvoy, Declan McAvoy, William Mulrooney, Dave McDonough, Noel Qualter, Conal Connaughton, Martin Kelly and Michael Harty. We have a few changes. On the bench then you've got Morgan Darcy, Emma Caulfield, Mark Folan, Kevin Callanan, Mark Marnell, Mark Dwyer, Niall Higgins, Gary Green, Kieran Rafferty, Brian Hardnett, Ger Farrer, Sean King, Fergal Healy, Daniel Hogan, Dermot Dunn, Kevin Conneely and Martin McGrath. And if there's evidence in anything there, Podge is a super strike there, and that's the second score today for the Galway men. Number 15, was it?
Over the couple of times we played him, Anthony, the man Noel Qualter he's the main man. He's the man who makes him tick.
Noel Qualter on the far side.
Good hurler.
5 points to 2, 9 minutes gone. Great show of pace there by the midfield man, Derry Grimes. Derry Grimes from the famous Napersey club. Well dealt with there in the back by Galway. Little scoops the little ball out. Lovely stick work there by Mike Broderick. Long ball this time in towards, this will be probably the full-back's ball. Ed Kiley from the Doon club. Same ball ricochets around the middle. It's picked up at the second attempt by the other number 30, Dermot Dunn. Dermot Dunn with a dangerous little ball inside. This time it will be cut out by the Limerick defence, number 33, Ger Kelleher from the Camogue Rovers club. In towards the centre forward, Adrian Garvey. Adrian Garvey plays a nice little ball on the ground to Paddy McNamara from about 50 yards out pulls that one to the left and wide, and that's 2 wides apiece for Limerick and Galway. Limerick team, of course, John Chalk in the goal, Barry O'Grady, Seamus Barry, Tony Cross, Mikey Dillon the captain, Mike Keane and Carl O'Regan, Derry Crimes and Liam O'Sullivan middle of the field, Kieran Lahey, Adrian Garvey and Mike McKenna, Roger Ryan, Niall Collins and Peter Tiernan, Mark Kelly, Mike Geary, Chris O'Connor, William Stanners, Derek Connaughton, Stephen Lyons, Dennis Barry, Ian McNamara and Noel Noonan, Joe Mulcahy, Patrick Dorr, Bat Curtin, Patrick Hartigan, Paddy McNamara, Ed Kiley, Alan Doherty, Tony Doyle, Ger Keller and Kevin O'Brien. Ball out this time off the left again from Roger Ryan. This looks like a staying in super score there, Podge. Probably the score of the day so far.
Great score off his left hand here from under the stand. A really good score. He's looked very dangerous now.
And yeah, Podge, the key thing is obviously that look at the fitness levels aren't what they're like you are when you're in your mid-20s, but the stick work is still there for a lot of these players.
Yeah, and it'll be more evident in the next game, like with the tip lads. But like, you don't lose, you lose the pace and you just don't recover, and that's what happens, fellas, as you get older. You know yourself, you just don't recover, and these lads will be sore for a week after this. But
they're plenty having fun, and the interest levels are shown by the size of the squads. 32 players and 34 players, so there's 66 players on view here today, and management team, there's over 100 people involved with both these teams after travelling up. Ball again with the big man Paddy McNamara, who registered the last wide. This time the ball out to the midfield man, Declan McAvoy. Declan with a ball, lovely catch inside there, scoop back out towards his teammate number 15, Michael Harty. Second score of the day for Michael Harty. Well worked team score, Podge.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, Anthony, Galway are probably trying to play a short game into the wind, where Limerick are going along with everything,
Book out from John Chalk. John tries to find his man this time. I was going to say just about, but to see how ball skidded off the surface. No messing there from Conor Crotty. The ball in the dream, man, but this one goes back out towards the Limerick man. And again, Paddy McNamara, that's his second shot in a row, but this one's gone over the bar. Super score by Paddy McNamara. That's his second score of the game. Limerick leading 7 points to 3 and almost 12 minutes gone. Ball drops in around there. Back curtain. Call from his midfield man back out to number 29. Plants his feet. That's a dangerous ball. Well dealt with there by the goalkeeper, John Chalk. John Chalk will send this one 80, 90, 100 and 110 yards down the field. This drops over the top to Paddy McNamara. Little bit of skill by Paddy McNamara. Pops it into his full forward. Gets it back towards Roger Ryan. Super goal there by Roger Ryan. Well worked, and it was all about the long ball from John Chalk, but Paddy McNamara set it up with that little bit of skill.
Paddy McNamara set it up, but we were only after talking about number 13 here, and he looked dangerous, and he got the chance all alone and buried it with his left hand. Good score.
The Kildimo Palace Kenny man. That's 1-2 to his name. Roger Ryan, a super score. Nice little ball cut out there by David McDonough, or by Adrian Garvey. Adrian Garvey pops that dangerous ball in towards Niall Collins. Niall Collins picks it up at the second attempt, turns on his left. Hits the post, comes back out towards the full back. Darragh McCallum pops this out to his wing back partner Paul Power, the captain of the Galway team from the Killacarn club. Intercepted this time by Adrian Garvey. Adrian Garvey with the black helmet. This time it's intercepted by his opposite number, Mike Broderick, the Capitagal man. Bit of time now for the Limerick men. Derry Grimes looks up. There's a little bit of a raw pull there, and a little roar went out there by Mike McKenna. He felt the power there of Derek McLennan there, Skinner.
He did, yeah. And sure, look at years ago, there wouldn't be a word about it, Anthony. It's just the way the thing is now. But look at a free for Limerick, and Galway need to stay in the game now if they can, because with the wind and there's only 14 minutes gone, like, they need to stay in the game,
It's amazing how it can change, and it was only 6 points to 3 about 60 or 90 seconds ago, and now it's going to be an 8-point lead for the Limerick men. That's Ian McNamara's third point of the game. The great Larry Connors has joined us now in front of him. Amanda hurled the Masters himself one time, I believe. This man again, Noel Qualter, surely draws a free. He's given an advantage. No advantage there in a free in. Yeah. Free here for Noel Qualter, an important free for the Galway men to stay in touch. They won't be panicking just yet. Obviously, very, very strong breeze blowing from right to left with the Limerick men in the first half. There's no one bringing on towels or anything here for the dry hurls here or changing slitters. Let's just get on with it. Michael Harty, 2 points to his name so far. This, of course, is the Challenge Cup final, and at 4 o'clock we'll be joined by a star-studded Limerick and or Tipperary and Wexford teams to battle out for the Michael Weeks trophy. This time Michael Harty has his radar on. He does. 3 points from Michael Harty from frees. 2 from frees and 1 from play. Now puck out again coming from John Chalk. John Chalk sending this one straight down the dangerous area. Batted away this time by the Galway defence. Pops out. Boys are still going with the one-handed pickup. This ball well flicked over there towards Ian McNamara. Intercepted there by Darragh McClonamare. Clears his lines down the field straight into number 27. Bat Curtin, famously named Bat Curtin, onto his left-hand side and super score. And it's all Limerick so far, Podge.
It's all Limerick, yeah, and they're attacking strong here now. You know, Galway got a couple of chances to clear the ball and didn't. And your man number 27 puts it over the bar.
Puck out. Eamon has the hand up for a substitution. Number 13 from the Galway team, Colin Connaughton, is getting a breather. And I'm not sure who's been brought in there for him. Number 22 has been brought in. Niall Higgins. Niall Higgins from Oranmore. Long ball in this time. I was going to say well gathered there by the full forward Martin Kelly. But he's intercepted there by Back Curtin. Back Curtin back out towards his full back, Joe Kennedy, or to Seamus Barry. This man has seen a lot of ball here. Mike Project in the centre back position, as centre backs usually do. Dangerous ball inside in here. Well cut out there by Ed Kiley. Pops it out to his fullback Seamus Barry. Seamus Barry looks into the middle of the field. He spots his teammate, the centre forward Adrian Garvey. He has a go from distance. It's going to drop short. Calmly dealt there by Declan Malloy, the captain, in the goal. A little bit left on Declan there. He's not too happy. There's a big hit in the middle of the field there by the big man Niall Collins. And a wide ball there for the Limerick man. And Podge, you said they'll be sore for a week after that, but the Galway man after the big hit from Niall Collins might be sore for 2 weeks.
He did. He got a good. And he caught him wide open as well. You know, he just caught him right on the meat, didn't he?
He did, no free. It was a fair tackle. But he's after getting straight back up. He's your man, as you said, Noel Qualter. That's how you do it. He's after taking his medicine. He's got up. He's won his ball. Now Eamon just wants to have a little chat with. Eamon wants to have a little chat with one of the players, and I suppose from a referee's point of view, Podge, I was just looking at the teams warming up and the players warming up, and they were taking things very seriously. So the referee has to take the game. At the end of the day, it's an All-Ireland final for both teams.
Yeah, and like I mean, you have to be trying. It's not easy for them either, because obviously they're that bit slower than a senior game. But you have to let it go a little bit too, and if not, you'll spoil it,
Absolutely, and number 15, Michael Harty. This will test all his abilities and all his distance. He's probably going to look for a shot. They've got 3 men inside. 1, 2, 3, 4. But there's 5 Limerick men marking 3 Galway men. So the advantage is definitely going to be with them. We just need to see if he has the distance now. It'll be a fair scoring to that breeze. He's on his own 70. He's dropped this. It has the distance, but just super score by Michael Harty, Skinner, and into that breeze. That's a super score. Super
score from the far 70. He very well struck and just lovely over the bar.
1-9 to 5 points, and a good response from the men from Galway, the tribesmen. They were 9 points down, but they brought this back to 7, which they'll probably be happy enough to keep it to that, especially playing to this breeze. And a lovely puck out there by John Chalk, but it's fumbled here by, scooped out, I suppose they call it, the brick flick by Willie Mulrooney. Willie, and this one has got the distance well, but just looks to be tailing off to the right and wide, and that's another wide for the Galway men. It'll be the third wide of the afternoon. John Chalk with a puck out again. Long ball heading 100-120 yards down the field. This one breaks into the full back. Well picked up there by the man that's been brought on as a sub there, Niall Higgins. Clears his lines down to his midfield partner, Damien O'Brien. Damien scooped this one, but probably well gathered there by Mike Project. He probably didn't thank him. Yeah, he's having a big influence on this game.
He is, and he's tidying up a lot of stuff now, and he's very assured on the ball as well, Anthony.
As we talk about tidying up, across comes Seamus Barry to tidy up that attack for the Limerick men. He'll use his teammate who's going to pop this ball across to John Chalk. Ed Kiley, the doing man. John is probably going to have a crack at this. It's probably going to drift. And probably you wouldn't fault him for going for it anyhow, Skinner, but maybe just needs to tune in the radar.
No, but with the wind that's in it, like he had great opportunity to score a point there, you know.
So puck out again. That's the Limerick men's fourth wide of the afternoon. "20 minutes gone. Limerick leading 195 points. Puck out this time is dropping down in between the two men here underneath us. Number 9, Declan McAvoy. It's a line ball to Limerick. There's a linesman down here, so we'll have to trust him. Line ball to the Limerick men. Number 8, Damien O'Brien from Rahune, Newcastle. Damien O'Brien with a good cut down the sideline here. This one intercepted again by that man Mike Project, but it's stolen off his hurl by Adrian Garvey. Super score. And showed his instincts there, just took the ball off Mike's hurl.
He is, and he's having a big influence on the game. Although number 6 is hurling a lot of ball, Adrian Garvey's coming out half him, Anthony. He's after getting, I think that's his third point.
It's Adrian Garvey, number 11. Sharp hook out this time, works his way towards Declan McAvoy. The Meelick Air Court man. Ball inside, Noel Qualter bounces off 1, 2, 3 Limerick men. He throws the ball into the hurl again. I'm not sure if he can catch it. He doesn't catch it. But one man that does catch it is Gerard Kelleher. He clears his lines. This one, quick ball played inside. That's a dangerous looking ball, but no, that'll be Galway's fourth wide of the day. 22.5 minutes gone. Limerick leading 1-10 to 5 points. Scoreboard is just wrong there on the Limerick side. No foul here underneath us, understand, and the conditions starting to dry up now. It's been matched by what's been a very entertaining first 23 minutes. Ball popped out and just a little bit of a high challenge. Clever play there by Niall Higgins. Yeah. Mike Project looking up to find a teammate. He drills this ball. Well, I was going to say well picked up, but hasn't got it yet. Number 15. That's a little off the ground, says EAMON, and that's a little free out. Full back now with the free. He's probably going to leave it down to John Chalk, and this is only heading to one place. Mike Project probably dropping back into that little pocket now, expecting this ball to be dropped in on top of the goalkeeper. This is probably a goalkeeper's nightmare on the far side now, expecting this ball to drop in on top of you. That's obviously mind the square. John Chalk plants his feet. He gives it plenty of height. I think this one is dropping in, and there's a square ball, and that's the one thing you have to be careful about. He let the wind take that one anyhow, Podge, because he put it plenty of height on it, and it did nearly make it.
Yeah, number 29 was in there. He's a massive man, like. But EAMON was watching him from the word go, you know.
This time Declan Malloy. 1-10 to 5 points. The Limerick men leading by 8 points. Declan Malloy pops the ball out to the two wingers here. Up goes number 30, Dermot Dunn. Lovely little ball inside there from Declan McAvoy to that man we spoke about time and time again, Mike Broderick. He pops it across. Little reverse hand pass over to Daniel Hogan. Daniel Hogan has 1 point on his name. He won't be getting a second one after that. Well intercepted there by Limerick. The wing back, Carl O'Regan. Ball's bobbling around. Full back's not letting that go through there. Ball breaks out. Well picked up there. Just adjusting his helmet there is Liam O'Sullivan. The referee gives him the advantage there. Liam's not too happy with his opposite man. There's plenty of competition in this game, Padge. Like, there's nothing been held back by either team.
No, all the games have been there's a good competitive edge to them without being over competitive, you know, and it's nice to see, like, and you know, there's no point in playing hurling without a bit of an edge to it, you know. It's like any game, you have to have a bit of an edge.
Of course, obviously these lads have all used to playing inter-county, senior club, intermediate club and junior club, so they're competitive people, and you can see it coming out today. This time John Chalk, and he'll definitely have the distance for this one. Question will be, will he have the accuracy? And this one is dropping in dangerously. It's batted out there by Galway, out towards Damien O'Brien. Damien pops it up to Mike Broderick. Looks to, well blocked down there by Ian McNamara. Oh, just a little bit of a follow through there from Mike. He leaves a small bit of Mike McKenna, and Eamon is going to bring it in just for a little back chat. Number 30 is after giving him a little bit of advice, I suppose we'd call it, but in fairness, Eamon's been consistent with that.
Oh yeah, look, he's booking Mike Broderick now, though. It was more of an old late old slap, wasn't it?
Temporary sub, I'd say. Yeah, and it's the player that Galway definitely don't want to lose, and yeah. Padge, we have a small break in play, and I suppose you're involved with the Wexford team later on, and I hear you've been having the boys run up to now Vinegar Hill for the last 4 months, but look at it, it's the stars of the Tipperary team. They beat us last year in the final, and I suppose, what are your expectations this year?
Yeah, we've a different kind of a team this year, Anthony. We've a lot of lads wouldn't have a lot of experience, you know, of inter-county. But like the important thing in the whole situation is, like, the lads that are playing, like, they want to play, and they're getting terrific enjoyment out of it. And myself and Dave Guiney and Bomber, like, wouldn't be involved unless the lads were getting something out of it. And as long as the lads are getting enjoyment out of it, like, there's nothing wrong with it, you know. I'd say we probably have a fitter team than last year. We've more lads that have a bit of pace, like, but again, you know, you look at as a star to the Tipperary team, look at the lads will do their best, and hopefully, like, you know, we stay as competitive as we can for as long as we can, you know.
Absolutely, and there's Ian McNamara registering his 4th point of the day, all from frees. He opens up 111 to 5 points. That's 14 points to 5. The Limerick men leading by 9 points with 27.5 minutes gone. Ball by Declan Malloy. This one's dropping in between the two men. Up goes both players. Ball back towards the full forward, Martin Kelly, who's had a little bit of rope out the field. This one, midfielder Derek Grimes plants his feet, and this by him is going to go to the right and wide, and it's the 5th wide of the day for the Limerick men. Declan Malloy with a sharp hook out again. Mike Broderick switches that play all the way across there to well gathered there. Can't see the number there, unfortunately. That's Noel Coulter then, shows that little bit of skill. Lovely little dummy back on the right over the bar, and that's the man you spoke about, Podge.
Yeah, much. He played last year and played this year as well. Like, he's a lovely hurler, like, and very good hurler.
I'm sure he's still hurling at a decent level in Galway anyway. Long puck out this time, a dangerous one. If this ball hits the ground, it could end up anywhere. It's well gathered up there by the Limerick corner forward. Super score by Roger Ryan. That's he's definitely the star of the show so far.
He's the star of the show, yeah. He got a great goal, and he got 2 points off his left hand, and he swung that one with his right hand. Like, that's 1-3 for him now, you know.
There's a strapping on his knee, but there's nothing wrong with his wrists. Little push in the back there maybe from the Limerick men. This ball up to Daniel Hogan, it's intercepted this time by the Limerick man, pops it inside. A hard ball to control today. Good honest challenge by both men. He looks a little hand pass back out to Adrian Garvey. Has Adrian Garvey got his 3rd score today? Super score by Adrian Garvey. And again, if Roger Ryan is one of the star men, Adrian Garvey is obviously a key man for Limerick.
He is, yeah, and Broderick is hurling well centre back, but Adrian is drifting out half him, Anthony. He's after scoring, I think that's his 4th point now. But he's coming 30 yards out off Broderick. Broderick is doing a lot of hurling as well, you know.
Usually we put the commentators cursing the players, but we've done it with the weather now, because we just said it was brightening up a few minutes ago as the rain is teeming down here and the wind is picking up. Probably Galway might be happy enough to see it, because they'll have the elements in the second half. And here's the big man from Limerick, Paddy McNamara, 2 points to his name so far. That one's gone to Linesman is asking for a score. That's wide. So he's asking for a score there, but neutral umpires all here. He's going for the linesman there. I'm not sure if he's... Maybe the linesman had a better view than the umpires. Is he?
They were arguing over the last ball, Paddy McNamara hit there.
There's going to be a bit of a word here now for the Galway man from the linesman. The Galway management team of Ben Mangan, the Rahoon Newcastle man, assisted by Mike DeClare. Declan Malloy is the selector and he's in goal, and he's the captain. Kevin Moore and Abby Knockmoy as well, and Ruan Cook. So Eamon is just having a little word there with Ben Mangan. The linesman and himself are just trying to get everyone in off the dugout, I'd say. The Limerick team managed by Mike Flynn, coached by Francie O'Halloran and John Murphy. Selectors Nick Madden, Steve Davern and Paul Butler. And they'll want plenty of physios, and they have Brian O'Connor and Katie Lynch. The kit man, of course, Jimmy Daveran and Magella Scanlon, the liaison officer. Long poke out by Declan Malloy. This one breaks off the Limerick man. It'll probably be I was going to say a line ball, but it hasn't gone out yet. I think the linesman had put up the flag, but to say play on, but of course he raised the flag. Eamon's not to be a mind reader. Declan McAvoy now works this one back. There's two Galway men here. This is Paul Power, the vice captain, pops this off to Mike Project, and a score will be badly needed by the Galway man. And there's one man that would like to get on the ball. It's Noel Coulter. Noel trying to get this shake off his man. Gives a little shoulder inside. Noel, as he got a man inside, gives a dummy hand pass. Caught that 2 or 3 times. I think, did he caught it 3 times? Yeah, no complaints there from Noel. 32 minutes gone, and we'll probably see a half-time whistle by Eamon coming very shortly, but there's a dangerous ball still to come from John Chalk. The last play. Limerick leading 113 to 6 points. 113 to 6 points, Limerick leading here. And the rain has stopped, but the sun is shining again, which is great to see. And for the second half, Raven Furlong now the referee, about to get this game underway. And Podge, I suppose there might be 10 points in it, but that wind is a significantly strong wind.
Yeah, just looking at the flag at the back of the town goal again, Anthony, there's a good wind in it now. It'll depend on how to operate with it, you know.
Ball across this time from Declan McAvoy. Pops it across to, this time it's intercepted by Derek Grimes. Derek Grimes seen a lot of possession in that first half. Scooped out, probably a throw ball there, yeah. Eamon says the throw. So the clock is a little bit off here on the camera. Free here now for the Galway men. This man again, Michael Harty.
Frees are going to be vital now, Anthony, in the second half with the wind, aren't they?
Absolutely. Well, he drilled them into the wind with perfect accuracy. Can he do it now? The first one is always the hardest. Lift strikes, he's got plenty of distance, and usually when a fella is walking after it means it's accurate, but that's Galway's 5th wide of the day. 113 to 6 points. The clock is, we just have to start the clock there if we can on the screen. I'll keep you up to date. 31 and a half minutes gone. Ball into the fullback here. Seamus Barry. No free there. I don't know. Seamus is after getting a bang on the knee or something. Substitute brought in this time, and Eamon just has to stop the play there because it looks like there's a serious injury here to Seamus Barry, and it's definitely the one thing you don't want to see from the Masters competitions. You don't want to see in any competition, but the lads are giving up their time. You don't want to see anybody picking up a bad injury.
No, and I think it's the worst injury because I don't think it was actually a belt, and he kind of twisted it. He twisted it on himself, you know. So it looks fairly serious there now. He's not getting up in a hurry anyway. That's for sure.
And the Limerick and Galway teams or Tipperary teams, are they staying up tonight, Podge, or is there anything on for them, or is it just basically come up and play and have to go home probably?
No, I think the two teams here, Anthony, are getting food inside here, and I think Galway are driving, and Limerick came up on a bus. They're probably stopping somewhere going home, and Tip probably will stay around for a while after as well, you know. And no doubt our own lads will stay for a while as well. Like sure, like I mean that's what it's all about, you know.
Absolutely, yeah. So, not a concern here now, and hopefully it's nothing serious from Seamus Barry. And conditions picking up lovely, Podge, for the second match, and that wind is probably not going to go away, which is going to have a huge bearing on the game, but definitely the rain gone and the sunshine coming out is something that both teams would have hoped for. Yeah,
and then anybody going into the wind, like, will have to play it short, you know, because there's a big wind there now, and the snag ways, you know yourself, with the wind is people are inclined to shoot from everywhere, which is not a good thing either, but you know, whoever's playing into the wind now, Limerick will have to play it short, like, and if Tip can, or if Galway can get a few scores here now, you know, they can get back into the game.
Amazingly, Seamus Barry is trying to play on here, but I know they're all tough men, but if he can shake off that injury. He's walking gingerly on it, and it's a free here now to Michael Harty, and from Oran Moore goes through his familiar routine, lifts, strikes. Oh, that's a dangerous looking ball, and that's made its way over the point and then over the bar. An important score probably for Galway, just to get the scoreboard ticking in the second half.
Yeah, and he hit that one a lot better now and a lot lower, like.
Now let's see how much distance John Chalk has into the breeze. Game has just got off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. We have 34 and a half minutes gone. There's our clock in front of us is 2 minutes ahead of time, so I'll try and update you as much as I can. Noel Qualter plants his feet. Dangerous ball dropping in around the edge of the square. Well cleared there by the full back. Ball drops out to Gerard Kelleher. Now it finds his way out to Willie Mulrooney. Willie Mulrooney looks to be a good score from Willie Mulrooney. 2 points in a row now, and that'll definitely give Galway a bit of life.
Yeah, and like, I mean, they probably want a goal, Anthony, you know, but in saying all that, they're playing with it now, and there's a lot of ball coming in here. I think the full back is having to go now, Anthony.
Yeah, fair enough. Thomas is, I'm sure he has a few county medals. Ball spills to Mike Keane from South Liberties. Ball pops back to Paddy McNamara. Paddy, this one is going to tail out to the right and wide, and that's the 9th wide of the day for Limerick, as Limerick lead 2-14 to 2-10. 44.5 minutes gone. Conditions improving.
Yeah, plenty. They're still well in it, you know.
Here's the first big long ball from Declan Malloy. This one is as long as John Chalk's. It drops in around Michael Harty. Michael is, he gets a little slap across the legs there. And probably just a mistime challenge there by number 27, Pat Curtin. And I was going to say he might do well to escape a yellow, but I don't think there's any malice in it. It's just a slow, it got to it slow.
Yeah, he was just a half a second late, you know. He's lucky not to get a yellow, probably, is he?
So he is, and the question here now is, will Michael or Dermot Dunn consider going for goal here? Probably no need to panic just yet, 15 minutes to go.
No, but sure, if he puts it over the bar, like, there's only a goal in it again, like, so.
He's going off, he was thinking about going for a goal. See him, he was changing to his left-hand side, which is a great bit of skill. I've seen you doing that a few times, Podge. Did they go left or right? Any side?
I wouldn't think so, no, Anthony. I'm a bit like yourself with this hurling now. I'm very limited what I can do.
Yeah. Well, lad told me once I was better hurling without the ball than with the ball. It was more effective. And there's a great Ned Buggy after coming in front of us.
Hey, Ned.
Coming in to offer the expert he is. He'd nearly be hurling himself today. Ball ricochets in there. Liam O'Sullivan, everyone's trying to get up into the stand now. A nice little crowd building up for the second half of this.
You didn't get me, shit.
Oh, lovely little reverse pass. If you meant that was a serious score over towards Colm Connaughton. Super score there from Colm Connaughton. I'm not sure if Daniel Hogan meant that pass, but he popped it about 20 yards off his left hand, straight into the hands of Colm Connaughton, and a super score. Now we have a 2-point game, 2-14 to 2-12.
You'd have to fancy Galway now, Anthony, wouldn't you, with the momentum?
Yeah, and of course Limerick still have that goal threat down there with Paddy McNamara. The man we're just talking about is on the ball now, and he's been tackled there. He has advantage and nearly borderline on something you see in the Aviva. Paddy and Noel Qualter are getting to know each other, and two big men. Free in. Pod just spoke. and the Limerick man is trying to demonstrate. He's trying to give EAMON a demonstration of Ed Kiley. I think it was more of an MMA move there by Ed Kiley, but he's trying to show EAMON what Michael was trying to do to him. He was definitely being fouled, whether he bought or not.
It's a very tricky free from where it is, isn't it?
The wind is kind of blowing straight in his face across the field, so it's probably as tough as the free you could get, really. He looks across the field. He's got a Dermot Dunn inside looking for it. We'll have to go with our screen here now because the crowd building up is in our way. We can't see. Michael Harty's going to lift this. He's definitely striking it. He's kept it nice and low, and super score. And I suppose the key for any free taker is, I know we're not experts on it, but if you keep it low enough, you take the conditions out of it.
Great. He hit it very well now. And sure, look at it when you're talking about frees. The man on my right hand here was the king of them all here. Ned Buggy is here on the right hand side of me. There was no better free taker in Ireland than Ned Buggy at one stage.
And of course, a great handballer as well, as is his son there. As his son Gavin, and I said Darren. Popping across now, dangerous ball into Gary Green. Gary Green 1-1 to his name, and he doesn't allow for the wind, and that's his 7th wide of the day. 2-14 to 2-13. The Limerick men still in the lead. They've been in the lead since the very start, and there's 50 minutes gone. See a lot of the Limerick boys, or the Tipperary boys, making their way inside front of us, and looking in lean condition. I see Owen Brislan there, the goalkeeper from the Toomey Vara club, walking across in front of me. Now John Chalk is going to puck out on top of Noel Qualter. Noel goes up with the hand. The ball breaks to Paddy McNamara. Paddy recycles it back to Adrian Garvey. Adrian Garvey, the man with 3 points to his name so far. Dangerous ball inside to that full forward line. Ian, the free taker now, has gone inside Ian McNamara. And you just feel that the next score is going to be vital, because if Galway can get it and go level this game. And there is another wide, unfortunately, there for Roger Ryan, and it's 11 wides of the day. Puck out from Declan Malloy. And just going down injured. I think he's got a bit of a cut to his lip.
I'll be out behind you.
A few running repairs there now for the Limerick men, and it's probably what's badly needed, Skinner, because all the momentum is with Galway. I know Galway actually haven't led this game at any time. Limerick have been in the lead since the very start. They're still a point up, but it is looking inevitable that if Galway can get back into this game, but there is only 8 minutes left, so anything can still happen.
You'd have to fancy Galway now, like with the 8 minutes left, and every time the ball comes in here now, it's dangerous looking, isn't it? Number 15 here is after tacking on a few lovely scores here. You'd have to fancy Galway, but Galway have played with a lot more urgency in the second half, haven't they?
They have, yeah, and I suppose that those 2 goals have been the catalyst for that. And I suppose the question everyone's this, Podge, is if you're in your 40s and 50s like some of these lads are, do you really want extra time as well? Or does it go straight to penalties? We're not sure.
Not really, yeah.
Ball to Michael Harty. Michael tries to gather this up, but this makes way out to Dermot Dunn. It's going to be a free in there for a little bit of a lay pull on Michael Harty, and this will be probably the level and score for Galway. 52.5 minutes gone. Again, just to remind viewers at home that our clock is 2 minutes ahead, so there's 52 minutes and 40 seconds gone, so that clock is exactly 2 minutes ahead. So don't be shouting at your screen when it hits the 60 mark for the referee to blow it up. 2:14 to 2:13, and let's see. As Michael Harty goes through his routine, he lifts, strikes, and there we are, Podge. That's the first time since the start of the game that the teams have been level, and we're after being treated to a cracker. 2:14 apiece here now with 7 minutes to go.
Yeah, and all the momentum must be Galway, isn't it? Limerick need to get their hand on the ball now, and that's not easy with the wind.
All the momentum and the breeze is with Galway. So long puck out by John Chalk. You wouldn't think he's pucking into a breeze with the distance he's getting, and that's a line ball to the Limerick men. Chance here now for Mike McKenna to relieve some pressure off the Limerick men.
Tricky old win here now.
Absolutely.
For this,
he might recycle it back. He's got a Limerick man here to his left if he gets his head up and looks, and he does really well. Adrian Garvey plays a little 1-2 again with Mike McKenna in towards McNamara. Reverse pass back to Mike McKenna, and could be about to see the score of the game today. We are about to see the score of the game. Just what the Limerick men needed, and a super score there by Mike McKenna, Podge.
Super score, off the post, a super score, and that brings Limerick a point in front again now.
Now, Limerick about to ram it all down our throats now, when we were expecting the inevitable of Galway to take this lead. This puck out is going to be going straight down into the middle, into the heart of this Limerick defence. We've seen in club games over the last few weeks and months that any ball that bounces there is a very dangerous one. Limerick leading 2:15 to 2:14. Match nicely poised. 54.5 minutes gone here in Macaulay Park, Belfield, as Declan Malloy gives this plenty of airtime. Don't let it bounce is usually the call from the keeper, and it does bounce to Michael Harty. Dealt with really well this time by Ger Kelleher. Mike goes in, gets a great block on this. Spills out towards, he pops it back to Michael Harty. Has he got the accuracy? He goes for goal. Well saved there by John Chalk. Had to stand his near post. Ball clear down towards Ian McNamara. Ian and Paddy, of course, I'm not sure if they're related, they're from different clubs, and that'll be a free. And I say Noel Qualter might be getting a yellow card here, Podge.
He'll have to get one for that, it's up on the helmet, isn't it?
It is. And Podge, I suppose we're into the last 5 minutes, and from your own point of view, is a competition like this, is a time that the GA proper took it over, or is a time that the Wexford GA and Tipperary GA and Limerick and Galway supported this more? Because I know it's a completely different association, like the LGFA and like the Camogie, but when you see all these lads are current club players, past inter-county players that have soldiered for years, and is a little bit of support needed from the county boards?
Well, in this day and age, Anthony, we're going around now at the minute and we're talking about fellas being depressed and all this stuff. You know yourself, like, you come out with a bubble of county teams, like, you know, lads are looking for something to go, and I think as long as fellas are getting great enjoyment over it, Anthony, I have no problem with it. Like, I mean, you'll have people saying, oh, it's over 40, it's over this, but if you can keep people coming to the field, and you're looking around here today, now there's a 300 or 400 people here, like, already, like, and as long as lads are enjoying it and their families enjoying it and their kids are looking at their daddies playing, like, I'd be all for it, like, and I think it's time that the GAA have to recognise it and give it, you know, it's not going to take a big pile of money to keep a thing going, like, at the minute, like, everything is you know, from a few sponsors and the lads ourselves, and that's about the size of it, you know.
Well, we just had a half a goal chance there for Limerick. It was saved by Declan Malloy, and Dermot Dunn with a chance to level up this game now in the 56th. He's just dragged it to the left and wide, and could be a costly wide there as Limerick men still lead with 3 minutes to go, 2:15 to 2:14.
You'd imagine Galway get another chance, Anthony.
Yeah, absolutely, with that breeze, and I'm not sure what the protocol is, and now you can just see how much it means to both sidelines. All the Limerick boys are out on the sideline. They know they're winning by a point. They don't want to lose. Up goes Paddy McNamara, not Paul McNamara, Niall Collins. Oh no, definitely wasn't for Niall Collins. I think there might be an off the ball.
Yeah, number 28 fouled the Galway man.
Number 28 there, Patrick Hartigan, the Ballybrown man.
He's actually booking him, and he saw. It was actually a great catch, wasn't it?
It was a great catch by Niall Collins. He actually swapped his hands just to get the hand free. But now this is a chance for the Galway men to. Yellow card there for Patrick Hartigan. In fairness to EAMON, he's let this game flow and dealt with all the incidents very well. He's having a look at the boys are asking how long is left, but I'd say there's plenty of time left because there's been a few stoppages and EAMON had a stop. I'd say we're looking at 3 or 4 minutes injury time at least.
Yeah, and we had the Limerick full back was on the ground over there for 3 or 4 minutes.
We had a lad down here over the corner there, Roger Ryan was down as well. So we could be even in for more. So we've 58 minutes gone, 58 minutes and 15 seconds. Now big chance of a score coming up for Michael Harty. We know he has the distance. He is about 10 metres outside the 70, outside the opposite 70. He looks confident because he's running after this ball, and that's a super score. That's 1-9 for Michael Harty to level up this game.
He's after having a great second half, isn't he?
The Oranmore Marie man. Now it's anybody's game. Yeah, level pegging as we enter injury time. 50 minutes to go of normal time left. Now this ball is going to be vital, and you feel the next score is going to be vital because it'll get the team in the lead as we enter into that in injury time. EAMON is usually fairly good for telling everybody how much is left. You might get a chance when this ball breaks down. Here's Ian McNamara. The Clawell man gets it up. He doesn't get it up at the first time. Well tackled there by Damien O'Brien. Now you can see how much it means to both teams here now. Ball, good tackle there in the middle. Ball spills out towards Liam O'Sullivan. He drags it to the keeper's right and wide, and
she's heading for the far square now, anyway.
The 12th wide of the day for Limerick. Galway have had 7. 59.5 minutes gone. Declan Malloy, the Abbey Knockmoy man, the captain of the team, he's sending this one place and one place only. Straight down into the D, I'd say, or it'll bounce around the 21. And that's where everybody's going. Here we go now. He launches it. Great drama here in Belfield. That ball is going to bounce inside. Who's going to pick it up? It's Adrian Garvey. Gets it. Michael Hardy coming out. Gets it up. Michael off the first attempt off his left. And he could smell blood there, Skinner, and he went for the winner. But
your man number 12 is not happy with him. He was outside him. He could have threw it out.
Now, game has entered into time. 60 minutes gone on the clock. Keep an eye on the referee, EAMON Furlong. Not sure what the protocol is if this ends with a draw. I'd say it would be frees or penalties or something. Or 5 minutes either side or golden score, I'm not sure, but
here's a chance.
We have a chance here now for Galway. Out comes that man, Mike Broderick. He's been instrumental for these. Well hooked there by Ian McNamara. Mike Broderick pops it off to Colm Connaughton. He's wheeling away. What a score by Colm Connaughton. He's put the Galway. The first time in the game the Galway men have led.
He was taken off in the first half.
He was, yeah.
Back in.
And he's got 2 points on the board. Now the Galway men, for the first time in the day, are leading this game. But Skinner, I suppose, is the best time to lead is the end of the match.
The only time to lead. Yeah.
We have almost 61 minutes gone. There'll still be plenty of time left here. Ball being ricocheted around there. Nobody knows where it's gone. Oh, the ball is going to be a sideline ball to the Galway men. Exactly what they want now to kill the clock. See, there's a big crowd gathering here now as well, Podge. Ball from Declan McAvoy. Dangerous ball over to Noel Qualter. Noel has 1 point to his name. Oh, that's a dangerous ball dropping in around the square. Well dealt there by John Chalk. It's always a great blessing to have such a good goalkeeper, and both sides have one here. Oh, unlucky there by Paddy McNamara. He tried to control it.
He has actually played well, hasn't he, McNamara? He's a big man, but he has played very well.
Amazing to see the skill level and the stick work on show by all these players today. As Podge said, it's the skills don't leave you, it's the fitness and the legs. As you said, it's hard to recover, but we've been treated to a cracker here so far. Ball with Mike Project, he's been tackled really hard there by Mike McKenna. He pops it in, scooped in there by Derek McClonamere. Ball in towards this man again. Oh, it's Dermot Dunn, he's stealing in. He looks across to George Green. George Green always has 1 goal to his name. Has he got a second? Oh, it's gone to the left and wide. It's gone to the left and wide, and could Galway rule that?
Will Limerick get a chance?
Yeah. Now, John Chalk clearing his lines. We have 62 and a half minutes gone on the clock here in the stadium. He's looking for a free here. Oh, well tackled there by Paul Power. Scooped up Mike Broderick with a little flick out over towards his midfield partner, Declan McAvoy. Has Declan McAvoy put 2 points in this? He hasn't. Another wide, and now it's Galway's time to rack up the wides. 10 wides for Galway, 12 for Limerick. Nearly 63 minutes gone here. Ball goes down to the middle field. Can Limerick get another chance? Up goes Paddy McNamara. It breaks here towards Damien O'Brien. Damien O'Brien pops it out. One-handed. He must be looking at the US Open. Noel Coulter scoops it down towards George Green. Gary Green apparently back towards the substitute they just brought in, and that's why they brought him in, Emma Caulfield, the Athenry man. And now you feel Limerick are going to need a goal, Podge.
They're going to need a goal now, because all the momentum was with Galway. They're winning everything along the 50-yard or the 70-yard line here.
But a lot of passionate people telling the referee to blow it up, but there's plenty of time left. 63 and a half minutes gone. Now we'll see about how much time is left, because he's asking, the Limerick man is asking him.
Will he lob it in? No,
well, there must be maybe 30 to 40 seconds, because he's having to think about whether it's to lob it in or put it over. If he puts it over, we know we have time for one more attack. Ian McNamara, he strikes it, he's putting it over, so we must have time for another attack. 1 point game, Ian McNamara, because I did see him asking EAMON. So there must be.
Broderick is asking EAMON, know what's left in it.
Yeah, he said there's one more play. Now it's all about who can win this puck out. And of course Declan Malloy is going to take his time. I say he's going to allow one more play. It's all about who wins this ball. Declan Malloy going long. If a man in the maroon gets it in his hand, this game is over. If a man in the green gets it, we might have one last chance. Well, here comes Gary Green. I think this could be the. He's getting scooped out. Ball with that man Connaughton. Oh, he's put it wide.
That was probably the easiest chance he got.
He's got
me, you know.
11 wide today. Now the shouts come. Quick puck out. Here we go now. Are we about? Oh, what a ball inside by Ian McNamara.
Danger.
We might see a winner from the Limerick man. Niall Collins has it in his hands. He's bearing down on goal. He scoops it out towards Roger Ryan. Roger Ryan. Oh, well blocked there, but the full-back ball's out. Oh, what a save by Declan Malloy. Unbelievable save.
Up off the crossbar.
An unbelievable save by Declan Malloy.
Off the crossbar.
How has he managed to do it? Off the AstroTurf, off the hurl, and scooped up onto the post of the crossbar. What a save. Ball out towards Adrian Garvey. Can he get the equaliser? He scoops it back towards the Limerick man, number 33. Has he got the equaliser? He doesn't. Oh, Niall Collins with another unbelievable catch. Oh, what a finish to the game. And
thanks, Anthony.
Unbelievable. Skinner, I know you're in a hurry, but thanks a million, and we appreciate your support on the sideline, and best of luck to Wexford and Tipperary in the next match. But what an unbelievable finish. We had I suppose, players hugging all around, players down on their hands and knees, left, right and centre, and the heart rate has gotten up really well for that second game now, because we had I don't know if we can see the replay, or hopefully this will be replayed, but we've just seen one of the saves of the season. You can take in all your games. Nicky Quaid, Mark Fannin, all the goalkeepers we've seen this year making all them unbelievable saves. But Declan Malloy has just pulled off an unbelievable save in the last play of this game to deny Niall Collins and to deny the Limerick men. Galway winning this Challenge Cup final 2-17 to 2-16. So talk of the half, I suppose, has to be Michael Harty finishing the game with 1-9. Colin Connaughton coming back on the field to get them those 2 important points. But what a performance we had from the Limerick men. Roger Ryan, Adrian Garvey, the 2 big men, Niall Collins and Paddy McNamara, causing all sorts of trouble, and Ian McNamara with those 6 points in the half. So what a game we've had here, but it's the Galway men that take the win 2-17 to 2-16. We're going to take a short break and we'll be back with you with hopefully what we'll have half an entertaining game in the second half between Wexford and Tipperary in the All-Ireland Masters final. I'm joined here by, I suppose, we start off with you, Declan. I was talking about Nicky Quaid and all the goalkeepers I've seen this year, and played in goal here myself in a few games, and the AstroTurf is not easy to deal with, but the ball, somehow you got the hurl to it, and that score has won Galway, I suppose, the Masters Shield final.
Well, hopefully, yeah. Look, I just wasn't happy with my performance in the first half. Goal, I probably should have got to it. I made a mistake for the very first ball. I apparently, allegedly, caught it 3 times. So wasn't happy with my first half performance. But look, after years of training, years of practice, I know it's in the locker. I knew it was there. So just reaction. Ball came at me in the midway through the second half. Just reaction. Put a hurl to it, got it out. And then the last one, I even saved going over the bar. I made a save and came off the post, and look, it's just brilliant. But I mean, look, without dinking the boys, look, this is a serious team. The work rate and the effort and the commitment these boys have put in since last March has just been phenomenal. It's been unbelievable. Dinky was hitting frees from the sidelines and from nearly a half back in our 45. Just an unbelievable team performance and management as well.
I suppose when you have 2 big men like Paddy McNamara and Niall Collins in around the edge of the square, like, the game was never going to finish the way you wanted it. You led at the right time of the match.
Yeah, we kept plugging. That's what we said at half time as well. Like, don't do any crazy shooting. That wind is very, very strong. It doesn't help you. It's there, but it doesn't help you. So just take your points and keep going. But Limerick have some big men in there. They also have some lovely hurlers at the field. Number 11 is a brilliant hurler. 12 is good. They're very good hurlers, and they're lively and they're fast and they're quick, which unfortunately I'm not.
David, we were calling you Michael Harty on the commentary, but I'm going to pass the blame because you have the wrong jerseys on. So David Quintona, Turlock Moorman, I suppose you obviously are a man of the match. You got 1-9, and as Declan said, those frees proved vital. Limerick had 12 wides today. He had 11, but 4 of those wides were near the end. And as I said to Declan, leading at the right time is key. Like, we're 10 points down at half time, but you knew that wind was going to be a big factor.
Yeah, look, I suppose I look at it kind of selfishly, and when I knew I was going to be taking the frees, I wanted the boys to play with the breeze in the first half, so I'd have a few easy ones, but they gave me the difficult ones to start off with. But look, in fairness, that decision paid dividends in the second half, because when you just needed the win to, no pun intended now, but push you over the line, it did, like, and some of the frees that you had to hit in the second half, a bit more pressure when you're trying to claw the game back, but the wind kind of offsets the pressure, And
are you both still hurling club or hurling at? You're flying at. Are you hurling senior or junior, intermediate?
Oh no, I'm hurling junior now. We've a preliminary quarter final now next weekend, so no injury picked up.
So no drinking tonight, and then is that the case for recovery for the next few days?
We'll see now. I'm begging for forgiveness here. I left a family holiday in Centre Park to come down for this, so I'll be rushed back. She's over there now waiting for me.
Tell me, the serious side of it, obviously it's great fun and everything, but what does it mean to you to represent Galway at your age, at the lad's age? I was talking to Podge, and he's involved with the Wexford team, and I was just saying that maybe it's time that GA took it a bit more serious and got behind this, and because I know it's self-funded. At the moment it's a different association. It went away. I grew up, I went to follow my father around in the 90s playing over 40s, and it was a great enjoyment for everyone involved to still keep playing.
Well, I'll tell you what, from my personal point of view, like, I think it's phenomenal. There's a lot of emphasis at the minute on people's mental health and that, and it shouldn't be just limited to people that are of playing age. Like, I found this tremendously beneficial for my mental health, like, getting out, playing with your peers for your fitness, your health. I'm watching what I'm eating now and everything, and not just lying on the couch eating sweets and whatnot. So I think it's
absolutely. Well, Declan, you've been called on the Tannoy here. You are the captain of the team. Lads, congratulations on a brilliant win. I hope you enjoy your night, and welcome to Wexford. And best of luck.
Really appreciate it. Thank you very much, Reverend. Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Really.
On behalf of the Gaelic Masters Association, I want to thank the Rapparee Starlight J Club here in Wexford for hosting our Masters National Hurling Finals in 2025. The facilities are excellent, and again we thank the club for hosting the 2 games this afternoon. Pitch is in excellent condition. So can I get the captain of the Galway Masters Hurling team, please, the victorious team? Before we make the presentation, I'd like to call on the chairman of the Gaelic Masters Association, John Pat Sheridan, to present the player of the game to number 6 for Galway and Mike Brother.
Hi, Broderick.
I now call on the Janice Cannon, the chairperson of our Hurling of the Gaelic Masters Hurling Committee, to present the Challenge Cup trophy to the victorious captain of Galway.
I won't say too much now. Congratulations, Galway. Commiserations to Limerick. Brilliant game of hurling. Fantastic save there at the end. Well done, and enjoy the celebrations.
Guaranteed.
And I'll call on the captain there to say a small few words.
I called you, I support you there. Now, Austin down on, I'm calling Sean Doctor. It's a burden. Go! Woo! It's a fantastic privilege for me to take the cup on behalf of an absolutely incredible panel, management team, supporters and family here today. It's absolutely fantastic. It's a really privilege and really an honour, so thank you very much. I'd like to say a big thanks to the referees and officials. That wasn't an easy game. There was not much in it from the start. It was tight. Everything was down to the final shot or two. So we really appreciate the referees and officials for organising the fifth game today. Thank you so much. I'd like to say a huge tribute to Magella and our team and Pat of the National Masters for all the work to do. They've done absolutely incredible work behind the scenes that goes unseen, and we really appreciate all the efforts, and really this competition is so good and needs to be promoted so more. So thank you so much for all the work you do, Magella. I'd like to say a big thank you to Ben and Mike and Kevin and Ruan and all the management team. They've put in such work for the last 2 years, but especially this year. Last year they flowed really well. This year they certainly earned their trust, and it's really tough. They asked me to come on the management team, but I said to them, you might like it because I'm not exactly a yes man, so I said I'd give it a go. Because I'm not exactly a yes man, it says yes to everything. So we've had great matches all year, we've had great chats, great discussions. But in fairness to Ben, every single chat we had, every discussion we had was for the betterment and improved this panel of players and for the Galway jersey. So hats off to Ben and Mike. For the players, I suppose we had a lot of lads from last year and some new blood this year. And I definitely say the new blood that came in gives us an extra drive and an extra push and an extra drive for this year. And we really appreciate the new blood coming in, and it's really been important. But when it comes to our lads, they can still do it. Your commitment, your dedication, your desire, your love of this game, that's fantastic. So absolutely serious, well done to every single member of the panel. Massive shift. And that's it, leave it to it. But again, thanks to everyone. It was great to get the facilities in Wexford here today. I had to go to the maps where Wexford was, so it was really important. So we had to see where it was. But listen, fantastic facilities, unbelievable pitch, and it was great to get the sun shining in the sunny southeast. Yeah, it's coming, yeah. Lastly, Limerick. We played you last year, lads. You improved so much this year. We played you a couple of weeks ago in Carnmore. We knew you were only playing with us. You were already qualified. You're a serious team, lads. Serious hurlers. So lads, well able to hurl up there. That was an unbelievable tough game. That was one of the toughest games we've had in a long time. And we had to earn it every step of the way. So, Limerick, we'll see you again next year. Keep it up, and thank you so much.
Finally, everybody, it takes should be playing in an outstanding final today. So on behalf of the Gaelic Masters, I want to thank Limerick for contributing to an excellent game. A superb team this year. So thanks, Limerick.
Someone to go on now, yeah.
Well, Sean, finally we're here at a sunny but windy southeast. We've just had an absolute cracker of a Shield final. Suppose the Limerick with that save, or Galway with that save at the end, suppose from your own point of view, is probably the game that you want to see, is a close pulsating game with a tight finish.
It's great to see a game like that. I mean, that's what you want as a curtain raiser. Solid, hard game, close game. Some excellent scores, even with the wind and against the wind. But I mean, we have to give credit to two outstanding teams today, Limerick and Galway. Galway just probably about deserved it on the day. So congrats to Galway.
We're here in Wexford. I suppose I know Wexford last year went to the final in Borrisoleigh. Why did you choose Wexford, I suppose, and why Enniscorthy? And is it something that you try and share around throughout the country over the years?
Yeah, well, this is our second year building Masters Hurling, so we felt last year going, Tipperary going to Borrisoleigh might bring a crowd, might generate interest. This year, we're down here in the sunny southeast again, just to try and generate more interest and try and get more counties involved, hopefully. So, we're trying to spread it around, amongst the teams, so to give everybody a fair crack at and a home advantage if possible.
I suppose, what do you think can help grow this? Because for myself here looking at it and people that are looking at it, you can see how competitive it is. I was talking there to the Galway lads after winning it and how much it meant to them, and they're playing club matches next week. Some lads are retired from club. Just to keep on playing is important, but how can we help spread it, and how can we get more counties playing every year?
Well, it's games like the curtain raiser here, for example, and it being live streamed. I mean, that is going to generate huge interest for Masters Hurling. It's about word of mouth, getting into the counties, getting a couple of good guys, solid guys to manage the teams and run training in each of the counties. So, I mean, next year, for example, we're hoping, we've definitely one new team coming in. We're hoping to get some more, but it's a slow process, and we're building year on year. So hopefully, as I said, we'll have more teams next year.
I asked Podge Skinner-Welch, who was a selector with the Wexford team, and it's probably my naivety on it, but I remember watching, I used to follow my father going around in the 90s to playing Masters, and how much it meant to that group of men back then. Is it time that, or does the Gaelic Masters want the GA to recognise this more? If the GA are going to take on the LGFA and Camogie, is it time to take on the Masters? Well, because you have the football and the hurling, you've got a lot of teams involved. It's self-sufficient, I believe, as the Gaelic Masters. It doesn't cost a lot of money to run from a team point of view. A couple of sponsors obviously involved. But would it be beneficial if the GA kept it, or is that something that's wanted?
I mean, that's something that's down the road. I mean, we have to manage our own brand, and we have to grow the Gaelic Masters, which we are doing. And look, we can never say never. I mean, the GA itself has been very supportive of us by, allowing the clubs to give us the use of their facilities. So, they are supporting us right across the country. But at the moment, as you said, we're self-sufficient. The counties are self-sufficient, and we're progressing and we're building. So we don't know what's down the road.
Well, today is, I suppose, we're about to get ready for what's hope. It's a repeat of last year's final with Tipperary and Wexford. Everybody talks about the star-studded Tipperary team with all the All-Ireland medals and all the All-Stars on it, and that's only good for the game as well. But today is the inaugural Michael Weeks Perpetual Cup. Michael has been, a pivotal player or pivotal man involved in Limerick over the years, and he's helped set up that junior All-Ireland or that junior competition, which is now recognised. Teams from Wexford taking part over the last few years, and helped recognise that competition that he set up. And why did you pick Michael to name the trophy after?
Just a couple of years ago, we had a function in Limerick when Limerick were launching the Masters, and Michael Weeks was there. They were making a presentation to the two teams that he managed in the early noughties that won the Masters. And he spoke about hurling. Hurling was in his blood. You could see it that evening. He had the room, in his paw, just non-stop talking about hurling. And the more you look into Michael Weeks and you research Michael, he's done everything in GA, from lining pitches to looking after underage teams to being selectors with various county teams and club teams to writing history books about the GA. He's just so immersed in the GA, and we felt it fitting that someone that had managed two All-Ireland Master winning teams, that we should call it after Michael.
Yeah, well, fair play, and he's here with us today, and I presume he'll be presenting the trophy to the winning team. On that matter, you've seen a lot of these games over the last year or two. Wexford, I believe, have brought in a lot of smaller players, fitter players to try and tackle this star-studded Tipperary team. We're probably just hoping for a real competitive game, and in your own opinion, did you see either team winning, or again, you just hoping for a competitive game?
Well, firstly, we're hoping for a competitive game, but I've watched a lot of the games this year, and I've got reports on a lot of the games, and Wexford are a lot more competitive than last year. As you can see, you said yourself that they brought in a couple of new players, so I think there's not going to be much between the two teams. All I can say is I'm hoping for a game that was similar to the curtain raiser, that'll be tight, fast paced, some fine scores, and it's the best team that wins, and
Absolutely. Well, there you have it. The scene is set. We're going to take a small break. I'd like to thank Sean, the secretary of the Gaelic Masters, for joining me, and hopefully a big crowd will tune into us in the second game of the evening, which is Tipperary versus Wexford, here in a beautiful Belfield now with a small bit of a breeze, which will be a big benefit to one team in each half. So thanks again. We'll be back shortly, and we'll see you all for a big game shortly. All right, lads.